Hi, Feline here, now Spinning Magazine with another album review, and this time I'm looking at the 40th anniversary edition of Feline by the Stranglers, and here it is. It's available on a 2 CD and 2 LP set. I don't have the CD, but I have the vinyl here, and it is pressed on this little sticker that came on the front of the record. It's on red and transparent marble vinyl, which I'll show you in a second, and it features the European, Female and Midnight Summer Dream singles. Now this was released in January 1983, so this has barely just been out about a week actually, and it was the 7th album by the Stranglers, and it was the first for their new label, Epic Records. Now this was a very, very different sounding Stranglers album. It really was. Very much electronic, acoustic in places, and much of Feline was written in Jet Black's house, which is a disused railway station in Gloucestershire. And it was produced there by the band by Steve Churchyard, ex-Big Country, sorry, it also worked with Big Country, INXS and Taylor Swift, and mixed by Tony Visconti, obviously David Bowie and T-Rex. The album was preceded by the single European Female, which got to number 10 in the charts, and the album itself got to number 4. And in France, they really broke into a much bigger audience, so it was a very much a big selling record, but very different to what you might expect from the Stranglers. So sides 1 and 2 are the original album, and then on side 3 you have 7-inch and 12-inch mixes, which are really interesting. And that's on side 4. You also get a track called Oral Sculpture. This also featured initial copies of the original Feline cassettes. It was a sarcastic rant against the death of music in general, along with songwriting in particular, and if you got it, it was both barbed and hilarious. Subsequently, the theme was carried on, with the title becoming the band's next album, so the track on there was called Oral Sculpture Manifesto. And so that's the album. What are my thoughts about it? Well, my wife loves this. Sue, who will be appearing soon in future videos as we touch on some classical stuff, she loves this, and hearing it again on this reissue, she's been playing it lots. Not so much on side 4, because that's where the kind of some of the bonus tracks you may not fall for us anyway. We haven't kind of played them overly that much, but sides 1 and 2 and 3 are fantastic. It comes in a gatefold sleeve, and there are the Stranglers, and the tracks on the back. Each sleeve is a picture in a sleeve, and the vinyl is on this marvellously, what did they describe it as? Red and transparent marble. What's the pressing like? The pressing is very good. I would have liked some kind of poly-lined inner sleeves, which I'm going to talk about in a separate video. But itself, it's a great reissue if you're a Stranglers fan and you want these extra tracks, which you've got on side 3. European Female, which is a radio edit. Midsummer Dream special single mix. Paradise, which is a radio edit. Portioner and Permission. And on side 4 you've got Midnight Summer Dream. We've got the 12-inch mix there, which is nearly 10 minutes long. Savage Breast, the strange circumstances which led to Vladimir and Olga requesting rehabilitation of a Siberian health resort as a result of stress in furthering people's policies. Oral Sculpture Manifesto. So that's where the stuff that was on the cassette is on here. So everything that they could find has been bunged onto it. As I say, I don't have the CD to know if there's extra things on there. I would imagine there probably is, given the running time of the vinyl. But musically, it's probably, I feel, closer to Soft Cell, Pet Shop Boys, Communards, Depeche Mode than it is to the dark, kind of grungy, rattling sound of early Stranglers. And I think this is probably the only album they made that was like this, although it was, as I say, great success, and especially in Europe, where it did expand their audience a great deal. But if you are a Stranglers fan, or you're just getting into the band, then I would say it's an essential part of your home-based catalogue for this music. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here, thank you for supporting Now Spinning Magazine, thank you for all of you recently become patrons. It's great to have you aboard, and take care. Remember, music is the healer, and I shall see you on my next video.